still there. Apparently Jack, just not there in time, and Complexity, while they're under duress, have not yielded a goal just yet here in the first couple of minutes. Another opportunity, spoke too soon. Apparently Jack will roll it home.
There you go, even under the weather, Jack still striking. Chronic able to dish this out. Jack, just that light touch is all you need there.
A lot has been made over the fact that, yes, Complexity has sort of had Gen G's number, but in the best of sevens, Gen G is 2-0, looking to make it 3 as Nolly continues his rapid scoring.
Yeah, he's staying on the board. This time, Jack with the assist. Look at Nolly just wrapping around this. Demo on the play, net wide open.
But high, another one high as well. They're hitting everything except the net. Complexity is one of 2 North American teams that has a positive goal differential against Gen G. The other is M80 as AJG will finally get one home. They hit everything except the net long enough and finally get on the board.
That's a good redirect from AJG. Arches, but Noli's there for the block. Final 10 seconds. Ball away from Gen G. Noli clears it in space, but CR puts it back in. They're looking for one more play, but they won't be able to find it. Instead, Chronic will finally find the back of the net there, and Gen G are going to close out that game.
The only thing we knew for certain was somebody was going to be kicking themselves at the end. Bringing this across, Jack is there trying to intercept, and that's well done by the Complexity defense for now, keeping Gen G at bay again inside 2 minutes now. Ray's Bull has that kick right out to AJG, shot coming in, and Jack couldn't react in time. AJG, almost like he just had that bounce off his car and in.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Noli clears it. It is straight to AJG, kind of the pinches there to the top.
Net from Noli. Jack going to work himself. Flip reset, try to get the pass down to Chronic. Could not. And Chronic intercepted by El Toro, and the lead is 2.
It was so obvious. Gen G, the passing around looks great, but you got to be just a little bit more creative. Razebull read that all day. Chronic had no momentum on the ball, was trying to necessarily leave this blue half himself. He's going to turn here. Look, he's sitting, waiting across, trying to find that extra shot to put on, and is now just looking for some bumps. If Noli can get this follow-up, it may help. Wait, he leaves it for Jack. Jack will find the back of the net, and Gen G will start game 3 with the lead.
You wondered how long it would take for them to get burned here. They allowed Gen G to get real close to the net, and nobody accounted for apparently Jack, who's got his second to lead Gen G in scoring.
And now you can bet the pace of play is going to elevate here. Wait, did Razebull got him? He did! Right off the kickoff. Noli wasn't in the right position. Oh, yeah, where did he turn? I can hear everyone saying it. I can hear everyone saying he got...
Funny Boys YouTube, sometime next week, you'll see him break down that kickoff, I'm sure. When are they going to learn, Dad? When are they going to learn? Oh, drop down in front, and that goes off of Razebull and in!
Look at the chain dash here from Jack. Initial challenge, uses it to catch up to the ball. Supersonic, and then pushes that one in front. Scrambling to get back. Moments, and you see them, whether it's the individual performances or just those quick pass plays. See, if Complexity don't have their head on a swivel, Gen G can move past them easily.
Razebull quickly down to AJG. What a pass as AJG dives in to give Complexity the lead.
I say Gen G, but... Complexity, but Gen G have to watch out too. Look at that pass. Straight game, but Complexity, you can see them, again, just keeping up with that speed. And yeah, they had one lapse. Maybe this one will help. No, Chronic, a chance there, but the shot was off. This redirect will be on. And here we go. We got a tied up ball game.
He misses the bunny on the right side, and then what does he do? He redirects this one right down the dotted line.
You're going with the ball towards that back wall, gets the kind of pinch on it to send it over to the side as well. That was super solid. Great save too as well. And now things moving the other way. No, own goals! Are you kidding me? Complexity tie up the series off of an own goal.
And Gen G.
Great shot there of the map, by the way. Let's see who's able to elevate here already. Some quick offense there. Noli putting a tough shot in. Well done from Noli. He picks up after the mistake in game 4.
2 goals in a row for Noli. That is great placement. As reaching the 10-0 mark under such circumstances as AJG tried to chase this down. Now it's Raise Bull, Rise and Fire, and apparently Jack has set it away. CRR, quick shot, and that's blocked away as well. All the shots on target now for Complexity.
Look at that. They fire back so quickly. Jack with 1 save. Jack with 2 saves. Not good enough. It goes off the post and straight to AJG.
Nolly. Chronic has got it right down to apparently Jack. That's well done by Gen G. Again, that possession playstyle they went with early on in this series. They have not abandoned it, and it yields a goal here. Chronic getting on the board after a great sequence out of Gen G.
Oh, that's a nice light touch from Noli. Chronic got around it, put the shot in perfect position. Now, they get the lead here again, but still both teams kind of trading blows back and forth. Is that going to go in off the kickoff? It will. Jack picks one up. Everybody getting on the scoreboard for Gen G.
He just keeps going, doesn't he? Everything coming up for apparently Jack.
Complexity set in net. Can Gen G move past him?
Raise Bull. Around Nolly. Past Chronic. CRR decoy.
What?
Oh, he actually got a piece, and it goes through.
This is wild. Raise Bull with a light touch. CRR gets a little piece of it. Yeah, you're right. He did get it.
Finals on the line here in our upper bracket final, as Nolly will pop it away. Now AJG, shot on is denied by Chronic. Follow up from Raise Bull. Has CRR waiting. Set him up and got it through. CRR threads the needle, and the chaos in front leads to an equalizer.
There's that charge from Complexity. AJG getting bumps in the back. CRR has
On Complexity.
Can they break through Complexity when they're on defense? Everyone said it's been so hard to get past. Jack wants to set things up off the ceiling. Noli's there, and it'll go in! Gen G put the series on match point. Pitch out off the ceiling. You see the speed. They don't throw this one.
Season in best of sevens, whereas Complexity had all that success in the BO5s. It's Nolly with Chronic to his left. It's going to be Chronic to take the shot and score!
That's faith there. Noli goes up. Chronic's already in the air, by the way. Gets it straight to him. And even though AJG knew it was...
Chronic has to pop it up high to give his teammates time to get back, and they have done just that.
They are low on boost. The Complexity is still knocking. Great save. Follow up. No, he missed. And CRR will push it into the lower right corner. Complexity sent the house, then did a spin around the block to get that goal. So much extra effort on the play. They've outshot Complexity 4-2 this game so far, but Complexity has been able to make the most out of their chances. Chronic with a chance. Chronic, it goes in! Off the bar and in is Chronic. GG with the lead.
How heartbreaking is this? How close was it CRR? How close did he come?
Gen G have the lead here, but we've seen Complexity surge late, even in literally the last game, forcing overtime, going on a 2-goal run. Gen G can't let themselves off the gas, and they do, and that just rolls in. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Caught a deflection off of Chronic, and Jack just couldn't get. Maybe it's just everybody got an OCE kind of day going here.
Oh, Lord. That was
reverse sweep in the grand finals. But here's AJG for CRR for the lead. Oh, a challenge fastball, and Nolly couldn't catch up to it.
They slept on Christian, and he shows up when it's time. Look at that shot. Nolly just...
Chronic.
Yeah, for Raise Bull to do that while Jack is just chasing him down. Well done from Raise Bull. It's been pretty hectic in the midfield. AJG will put a shot on. CR has the read on Jack's clear. Pick the pockets. Complexity with the start in Game 7.
He had a couple of assists for his first 2 tallies,
as they have controlled the first half of Game 7.
Oh, Nolly started to creep up, and Chronic must have called him off at the very last moment. Now Chronic going after CRR, and apparently Jack will dunk it through.
Look at the setup here. They had space. They saw CRR last back. Chronic charged forward. Jack takes it low and wins the 50 just under the...
Now he's going to play some defense coming from the stealing of the gold, and the shot sails high again out of Gen G. Noli can't follow this up, so Raze Bull will play downfield. AJG took out Chronic, and he'll roll it home as Chronic could only watch helplessly on the respawn.
He got the demo on the back end, and Raze Bull with the clear away. No one home from Gen G.
On that near post, if he can just beat one, maybe he can beat the back post player into the net. Not this time, as Hawks are head on a swivel as they demo each other in the midfield, and that means LJ's totally open. I wonder if Reddles hit him or if he got hit.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they just straight ran into each other.
They're both going supersonic speed. One wants the other, and it would have benefited either. Getting a triple tap off the backboard.
And everybody from Space Station ran away. I think maybe they needed boost or they were expecting a different clear. Regardless, not able to extend the lead. As I stand, LJ just goes to the right side. 2-0, game one, looking in safe hands.
What?
Now.
I think Arsenal and LJ just hugged each other in the midfield and still recovered. LJ air dribble, clean. Here we go, game number 2. And for me personally, I love this matchup of Optic versus Space Station. There's so many storylines unfolding here. As AJ, wait, hold on a second. That almost was a ridiculous game 1 opener. You saw what he was going for, and maybe the miss was a little bit better because it set up a great follow-up from Magic Bear.
Man, and Hawkster, as AJ didn't connect with it, he was just left hanging in the net, made it nice and easy for Magic Bear to work with. Great start for Optic.
And that's the benefit of having AJ, right? The threat, Magic Bear. Okay, give this man 2 goals. And this is off the kickoff. Let's see what happened here. LJ was hunting for a better 50-50.
Yeah.
He panicked. I mean, I think AJ was forcing that challenge. Didn't go for it, and it just dished out.
But talking about AJ, you were saying, you know, that it's a benefit of having a player like that because there's an old chess saying the threat is often more dangerous than the execution. And this
but what about
time
that
he's just
execution?
upfield and execute away. 3-0 Optic.
I mean, the threat is nice, but whenever he's able to hit these shots and be so consistent, it's a wide open one. More credit, to the pass, but have to be aggressive, still have to be decisive. And I think the only thing you dial back on is just the risk factor moving forward. You don't need to extend too far up the field. You can just wait out some mistakes, and mistakes will come your way because Space Station Gaming in game 2, a little bit dismantled.
Reddles really just getting up there, and Arsenal trying to force something, and that's kind of what happened.
Been chilling in the midfield, extending their defense a little bit farther back, and like I mentioned, the risk factor. They're not going up for some crazy challenges. You're just letting AJ do what AJ does best. This man, you just can't stop him when he's given space.
Oh, if you were on his camera, you knew he was just going to have this free look at the backboard read, and Hawkster knew it too. Try his best.
It all comes down to the midfield space. Who will have better positioning to intercept the passes coming out? And that's 2 players committed, which means AJ has more space. 1v1, Arsenal alone. Magic Bear trying to get the bump. A 2v1 situation, and Optic Gaming come out on top.
Man, did you see that smooth recovery from AJ? Tipped that ball straight up, instantly boosted back to the floor. To the guy who's absolutely beat you every time so far. AJ finally losing control on one play.
Oh, wow. That's amazing from Magic Bear. He has to get a touch, but hold on a second. Arsenal's up early. 2 goalkeepers in the net, and I mean, it was a fast shot, but you think they've got the response time to get up to it.
And he's taking his best bet. AJ has 12, Reddles has 36. Kind of soft punt out into the midfield, and that was just going to be too dangerous. And unfortunately, they let the wrong guy go for it.
It's still surprising to not see at least one of them free jump on that shot. And Magic Bear, oh my goodness, how did he stuff the defense and get this one in?
He's got 89 boost here at the midfield, so he just goes straight to the sky and says, come take the ball off me. And Arsenal, that's what there's a long clear.
That's a bit of a panic touch, though, out of Arsenal, and you give a counterattack ability right into the hands of Optic Gaming. We got to mention those saves from LJ. Arsenal looking for another shot. He's strong behind it this time. It bounces off a goalkeeper, but still falls in.
Magic Bear really trying to force a challenge. I think Reddles was thinking Magic Bear was actually going to get... Generally, his challenge game has been so strong, you can't really fault Reddles for thinking something else was going to happen, but he got caught a little too far forward and couldn't keep Arsenal out. And Space Station find an equalizer just under a minute. Bears get one on the floor, and they get another one through.
And Hawkster's getting harassed in the net. He's the 3rd man. He's waiting there. Reynolds is bumping him out of the way, and Magic Bear.
LJ, a lot of help needed. Actually, almost a really clever little tip back, but not quite going where he needed it to.
Yeah. And he looks a little jumpy, too, on the defense. And more demos. Here comes the physical plays. And it's not Magic Bear or Reynolds, it's AJ.
You'd think it would be Reynolds right there. He's in position, but AJ is needed, and they picked the right person. That's that. You think about how aggressive that is, right? You have two people forward and says, yeah, Magic Bear's going to go win that challenge, but he's going to score off the kickoff as well. Look at him cut this one down to size.
This is just absolutely disgusting. Using the ceiling drops down on one of the most ridiculous.
Preventing them from being overly aggressive by, not always trying to trap the ball.
Right. And one of the benefits from playing that demo heavy style is that you've always got a player downfield waiting. Bang indeed. Reynolds from the midfield. 3-0. Good 50-50 out of Magic Bear.
Yeah.
Pass into the midfield. And they're so close to each other, but not stepping on each other's toes.
It doesn't even look all that bad from Space Station, right? They're just challenging AJ off the ball on the side. Well, okay, it leaks out. Arsenal's playing close support.
There it is.
He will get one back off the kickoff, so it repeats back to the situation they were just in, only down 2, but man, what do you do? Is a minute 18 enough considering how these games challenge was going to work out? He knew it was going to be a really soft challenge.
Magic Bear
playing that really tight support to try and put the maximum amount of pressure on Optic, and unfortunately ball just went the other way, and now they miss a clear off the backboard and they can't make the second opportunity at the save. Oh, devastating.
And it's routine out of Reynolds. Hoxer has to get a touch in that situation. Obviously, Reynolds banged it off.
With a pinch clear like that. Oh my goodness.
They're just trying to waste time. They don't have too much boost. Magic Bear didn't get 50 in the midfield. No touch. 2 players are up now. One got the bump, and the other just let the ball float in.
And Optic went a little too far here. AJ was ready to go play support for wherever LJ put that ball, but he didn't think it was going to go straight back.
And they have everything they need.
Tip. Hoxer looked for LJ, pass the ball. Don't do it yourself. Unfortunately, his teammate got demoed.
That's free. That's free.
What?
A defensive blunder. What is going on between the players on Optic Gaming? AJ not getting a good touch. Reynolds is slow.
Ball moving across the field and find teammates and see if that can get looked into as Magic Bear forces LJ into an awkward clear, and it's off the post. It goes in. I thought that was going to bounce out to safety, but they get a favorable skip, and they will score first again.
Oh, and Arsenal, he has to jump early, too, because there's a bump coming through. Optic Gaming. We reached the same situation in the previous game. 2 minutes left. They hold the lead.
Oh, maybe 2.
I just don't think they put it. They don't lift their foot off the gas. They certainly won't. 2-0. Reynolds.
There he is.
Might just run away.
Applies that pressure in the corner. He just pushed LJ into the corner. He just opened up a pass.
Proving why he is one of the best in the game at understanding the other team's position, when to go for demos, when to get aggressive, when to control it. But with more physical plays out of Space Station Gaming, they are slowly inching their way back into this series.
Arsenal getting his own demo, and look at Hoxer just battle for the ball, and it paid off big.
Optic Gaming are surging. And for JG, it seems like a tall task to be able to come down a team, like you said, that is as hot as Optic, but they're looking to start it off. Jack to the top right, he punches it through.
Apparently, Jack back in the hot seat and still shooting red hot. Post and in.
On the other side, again, I believe a season high demos, not just for North America, but the entire world. As Reynolds does know how to demo really well, but AJ knows how to score from everywhere. What a play for AJ to equalize.
When AJ is on, there might not be a better shooter in the world.
Good stop from Optic as they look to charge upfield.
Reynolds, little floater to the backboard, and Chronic will power this away towards Jack, intercepted by Magic Bear. AJ redirect! Oh, he is on it!
Write that down, that's top 5 Write that down right now. That is beautiful from AJ. Nolly tried.
He has Nolly there in support if needed. And Nolly is going to be called into action. Gave it up to AJ. Magic Bear's there as well. They both fight over who's going to score and put this game away.
Let's open.
Finally, Reynolds comes in. Everybody shoots. Everybody scores.
And Gen G just completely removed themselves from the play. Look at this. Everybody upfield. No one home. And Reynolds will read the ball
To the corner, didn't have anything to work with, and now Chronic will begin the charge back downfield for Gen G, looking for their first goal and lead of this series, or rather their second goal and first lead of the series. Apparently Jack has the shot, and he has his second.
He's finding the mark. He just needs the lane set up. Play it out. Look at this angle. Beautiful work for Jack to wrap around.
Gen G getting their opportunities though. Really hemming Octic deep in their own territory. AJ will repel this one. Now Chronic trying to carry it through. He's got Jack across the way, and he's got another.
This is great individually from Chronic. All three members of Optic on this left wall. These light touches to get past everybody. He plays it past everybody.
Optic defensively would have effectively ended this game if Gen G had added that third goal into an empty net. They survive. They still have a chance here. Magic Bear barrels through apparently Jack, and AJ adds another to his tally.
It's a full team play for Optic as they charge downfield. You see AJ on the side waste no time. He can't afford to waste time.
Across the center line, he can give the ball away to Chronic for a moment. And Gen G trying to hold the line and get their next quality look at the blue half. They've got one. It's Chronic. It's Chronic with the lead.
You gotta love Nolly here. Reynolds gives the ball right to him. Nolly, good control. The light touch out. Yeah, Magic Bear got a piece of it, but did he see Chronic under the ball?
Now the answer required from Optic Gaming. And they keep pace with Gen G once they get rolling. There's apparently Jack bouncing another one in. You know, we can keep talking all we want about whether or not he's 100% or what percentage he's actually at. He has still been, you could argue, the best player on the field between these two squads, and he just continues to deliver.
Yes, I need a heat map of that top right corner for Gen G because they've been hitting it all day. And AJ's been hitting it as well. You strike, and AJ will strike back, still making his presence felt on the field.
It's not quite a 1v1 with four
of the two. Hasn't been so super successful, but it does give them a lot of ground moving forward, and then you see them now setting up that consistent offense, looking for a hole in Gen G's defense. Did they find it?
Little float. Oh, it's out of Chronic, and Magic Bear slams it home at the last moment. But watch what happens to Chronic here. It's an unforced error.
He backflips, thought the ball was going in a completely different direction.
Worst case scenario for Gen G, but it's just tipped away by Nolly. So Reynolds secure at the back, needs one more touch. He's got it, gave it away to Jack. Who's coming on? It's Nolly. Sean! Bottom left. What a snipe.
He goes up quick for this, takes the corner boost, sees the ball before it even hits the back wall. He's in the air. Level of speed increased. Jack was there.
Finishes of the season coming here in the last two events. It's not like they've, just suddenly gotten better at playing the game or hitting the ball. I mean, that's just kind of a natural talent that these guys are going to have as Chronic will bounce one through. We'll get back to Optic in a moment as apparently Jack and Chronic just picked them apart downfield.
I like that from Jack. That initial touch, he kind of like fakes the fake. And then pick off here, though, on the side of Gen G, trying to get it across to Jack, but Magic Bear has enough time. They're able to read the play on the side of Optic to cut it out, but Chronic to Jack, good speed. It's Nolly there, top right, bang! What a three-man play for Gen G!
Oh, they are just flying all over the blue half of the field now, and Optic defensively are
to the game. Gen G getting back into this one right off the kickoff. AJ, though, picks up that and puts it right into the back of the net, and Optic back into the game quickly.
Pause ends with Optic immediately fifth goal of the series. But now he's got to play some defense here as we dip inside. 3 minutes remaining in game 4. Certainly not a must-win for Optic, but going down 3 games to this squad with Jack still delivering. is almost going to feel like a death sentence.
Oh yeah, that is what it's looking like. Good 50 for them, as they're going to try to see if they can make something happen here with the remaining time. Still over half of the game to go.
AJ taking a shot on, and it goes right over top of Nolly and in, and AJ just continues to find the back of the net.
Light touch out. AJ finds the mark, and Gingy.
Apparently Jack is over there, and Nolly in the area as well, if that had somehow found its way through. Here's Magic Bear, and Nolly just ranging back to make the save. That keeps Optic in front, but not for long. AJ does it again.
It's a hat trick for AJ. Gets the boost, has the speed. Look at that, the light touch and then the follow-up made Jack think he was going.
AJ looking for number 8, this time blocked by Chronic. Rattles from the ceiling, and he hit the crossbar. Magic Bears follow up. AJ off of Chronic and in.
And another one from AJ. But this one, it's all about the pressure from Magic Bear, forcing everyone from Gingy to commit. Chronic in a tough...
Trying to tie the game. Apparently Jack now gonna have a real tough time getting this on target, and all it does is fall to the corner.
So pressure though from Gingy. They get a bump, they get 2. AJ, he can't get the touch, and Nolly can! Gingy send the whole house to tie up the game.
For all the talk of how great Jack and Chronic have been, it's Nolly who's got...
Losing this one puts them in a match point situation. They'd have to win straight. They're trying to really make the most out of this time, but not overcommit. That's an overcommit though. Is Jack just gonna roll this in? He is! Rattles gets caught out. Jack with the punish, and Gingy does put the series on match point.
That's the kind of play that Gen G was scoring at almost at will on in the first half of game 4. And that shot from apparently Jack. Okay, he's human after all, but now Nolly, he's got it from the ceiling, and he'll guide it home.
Nolly stepping up like you said, Stacks. This one, look at this, off the ceiling, uses the flip, and gets the bump.
He made a good recovery. Now Nolly will just launch it ahead. Chronic has to circle around the midfield boost as Magic Bear will leave it for AJ. I mean, you got to feed the hot hand. Why not? He's got another one. My gosh.
It's an AJ masterclass. I'm standing right now. Win or lose, this man is playing on another level. Look at that light touch into the final lane. Oh, that's a quick play. And Chronic has to reach up for it. Reynolds put so much power behind that ball. Just not enough yet. Optic knocking at the door. So Gingy pulls out 2. Nolly don't win. Yes! Nolly finishes the series in overtime. And Gingy takes it in 5.
Again, they caught Optic. Just
top, but Gen G, they have now, of 9 events in the RLCS, including majors, have gone to the grand finals 7 times.
Now Nolly's going to get a quick goal, and it's going to be a long road here for Gen G. Not only will they have to win this series, but they'll have to win the next. But that is the way you want to start it out.
From them, there was own goals coming out. There are some tough breaks that Gen G didn't fall in their favor. Complexity had to battle back there. Some redemption maybe in this grand final, as apparently Jack gets 2 for Gen G.
And I mean, this is starting out hot, and you wonder if this is just going to take some time for Complexity to get back into the rhythm. Meanwhile, you had Gen G
receiving the passes from his team. His teammates have really done a great job of setting him up. Here comes Chronic, though, off the back wall, and Complexity deal with it nicely, trying to keep their pace up. It was something that I think they lost. Hold on, AJG just hit another one, James, as he flicks it by the defense.
Oh, AJG is the finesse master. Look
oh
at
my.
that. No one expected. Now Chronic to the corner, gets another touch right down to the middle. Raise Bull, clearing it off the line. Now has a ton of space and 77 boost. Air dribble, going for the double tap. Rebound is going to be cleaned up by CRR.
And Raisbull, I think, wanted to put this one away himself as the defense, Nolly in the backfield, he had boost to work with, just didn't get the read, and that allowed Raisbull into the box. Well, I meant in a final, but yeah, in the winter. But yes, we saw it today as well in the upper bracket final.
We've been seeing it quite a bit this year. And now another redirect,
my goodness,
from Raisbull.
What has gotten into Complexity? Look at this touch from RLCS, and he just ran out of boost off the crossbar.
Complexity did miss a few shots themselves last game, so helping out Complexity a bit, but this game, the defense has been remarkable.
The offense from Gen G is nothing to scoff at, but hold on, this one's wide open for AJG. The pass from CRR is perfect. Where was the defense from Gen G?
They were stuck spectating on this one. A perfect infield pass. An AJ test. They've come close. Now they're going to have to close it out, or we'll be heading to another best-of-7 series, and we might get there if Chronic keeps putting away goals like that.
And the good news for Gen G is it's not like they aren't generating opportunities. They're just not converting. And great pass here from Nolly. You can see him trying to chase after Gen G, getting some demos here, the physical game going in their favor. And CR is just happy to blast this one away. Apparently Jack couldn't go for it. It was Chronic who had to bail him out. And look at the turnaround here from Gen G. Do they beat him back to the net? They do, as Nolly, the full field shot to beat RLCS back.
He just blasts it towards net. RLCS thinks I can get there in time, but you saw immediately putting the...
They had the defense on the ropes, but nobody connected. And now the pass over to AJG. Rips one on target. Apparently Jack was already up. Another shot comes through. Here comes RLCS off the back wall. One more from AJG. The slow bouncer will get the defense. And Complexity finally on the board.
Oh, and talk about pressure. I can't believe that apparently Jack even saved that last shot. And there was 2 boosts. Breakout again, infield pass from RLCS. AJG late to the ball. This puts pressure on CRR. CRR trying to get it up the sidewall. Nolly's there now off the ceiling. Infield pass, and apparently Jack is there, but that pass was pristine from Nolly.
I mean, you might just have a highlight reel of Nolly's passes here in this series. Look at beautiful touch from Nolly to go back up to the ceiling, get the flip.
Making beautiful passes of his own. RLCS trying to thread the needle there. It was a tight angle. More pressure mounting. AJG dropping it in. Complexity refusing to give up.
Man, he's so smart this game. Just waiting, letting CRR go. He knows the defense is in shambles right here, and he's going to get a free ball to chase after. On the top.
Another pass to Jack. Jack going to the backboard. Gen G hanging on by a thread. There's a demo on Chronic. Nolly up, going for net, and Nolly catches RLCS out again.
RLCS backflipped on the challenge. He hesitated, and then when he decided to go, he backflipped, and it just completely ruined everything. And
CRR off the ceiling. We'll get it over to RLCS, who gets a long clear chance to reset for Complexity, but it's boomed back.
Both up.
Jack and Nolly both up. Nolly ceiling pass to Chronic, and Chronic will score. It goes from a double commit for Gen G, worrying about a counterattack, to simply a goal.
And it's not like people didn't have boost here, but AJG turns around and tries to challenge.
Now we'll rotate out a miss from CRR. Complexity, you can tell, are having a challenging time trying to read what Gen G is going to do, but RLCS reading it well enough, getting the equalizer.
And I love this from CRR and RLCS finding each other downfield. You beat Nolly to the ball. All he had to do was get a touch off the ceiling just to keep it going so far in this series.
A low challenge. RLCS open net if he can pinch it in. It gets away from him. RLCS, it was another challenging play. Still on the ball. Down to the ground. RLCS does it all.
He's playing free play. He steals the boost away and off the ceiling. Apparently Jack had to wait for him to come down. Nolly can do nothing about it. Lead.
RLCS. Oh man, that was like a bull in a china shop. Knocking everything over, especially the Gen G defense. But now the response.
How did they save the Nolly shot? This was like a negative angle from Nolly. And somehow they made the save, but it wasn't enough. It came out to apparently Jack.
Gets it past RLCS. Apparently Jack double tap ball. Going in, but CRR saves it.
Number 7 for CRR. And another attack coming. 16 shots for Gen G. The 17th will go through. It's Chronic to save the day.
That was a Gen G barrage. And finally, Gen G hitting. Right now, Complexity, I would say, struggling with their shooting accuracy in some very critical moments, whereas Gen G is really hitting their stride. And you wonder, oh, hold on, right off, kickoff.
There they go.
And that is a freebie here for Complexity.
And what happened here on the kick? Oh, Chronic just missed.
And I mean, you're not really expecting to, in Chronic's defense, you're not really
Their shots, and that one on the stat line is going to give them 0%, but boy, was a big reason why they won that game.
and he might have a 0 on the shots to goals, but oh, hold on, CRR out of necessity, just hovering behind the ball, gets the demo, and that is something that has been working wonderfully for Complexity. You get that demo from behind, then you just put wide and gets the corner boost. Counterattack is on. CRR flip reset into another flip reset, and now a backline demo. It's a counter in favor of Gen G. Chronic delayed shot, fakes the flip reset and gets that one in.
Oh my, this one's back and forth. We are doing laps up and down the map, and Chronic doesn't use the flip reset. He's fooled, and Gen G fight back.
And that is the definition of end-to-end action. But this one might be going in. It bounces off the crossbar, rebound to RazeBull. Kickoff goals galore for Complexity.
James, we can hardly keep up with this game. I'm not gonna lie. We've casted a lot of Rocket League, and this one,
2 minutes in.
this one is the fast.
Field gets the backboard pass, but Jack can't corral it. It was a really fast hit, but now Jack will have to retreat back. Hits that off the corner, and you could see the panic from Gen G after Jack committed hard upfield. Was thinking someone was right behind him and that he had to make a hit, and that fell right into.
It's an interesting fight, and that's what led to one of the early goals for CRR. He was able to get the full boost away from Chronic, and then he was able to set himself up at the top of the box.
And look at this control from CRR. Fakes it, backflips off the ball, setting it up for RazeBull, but this play, CRR pitches it right there, gets a little touch, hits it off the ceiling, fakes the shot, and allows RazeBull to get it. What a set. Having a majority of the chances, a majority of the possession, and they do have this 1-goal lead. RazeBull backboard pass, AJG up, AJG shooting down, and AJG converts.
11 shots to 2 in favor of Complexity, and their second goal to go through. Look at that touch from AJG, getting up back into pressure. If you're Complexity, you have to break out early.
CRR on the dribble, gets the bump.
There it is.
Crossbar down and in. Complexity claim their first North American title.
They take down the final boss of North America, and they take their seat on the